Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're not doing a long meditation this morning because we want to show you where we are and explain to you why we said that this morning we're in an area that's difficult to access most of the time. Unless you were able to pay a fortune and stay at Sandy Lane or go there for tea or something. We're going to give you this walk here. We're going from Paynes Bay Beach over to Sandy Lane. We want you to see exactly what you will have to encounter if you're doing it. Right now is low tide. Low tide was around 5:36 or so it's sort of like still low tide. However, there is a little swell still coming through, nothing like it has been all week, but as you can see, this is what you will have to climb over under normal conditions to get this place, and then you will have to continue along here, getting your way along here until you get up there a little further up. You see the 𝗀𝗃 is around the corner, and then hold on to chain link fence and jump off of there. That was under rough conditions. As you can see, the swells are not as big this morning. So I just want to show you how it would be, what you have to encounter to get to where we're going. So here we go. Alright, so this is the access coming from the south side to Sandy Lane. The north side is even worse now because of the shifting of sand and stuff. So we're going to come from this end and show you how we can make Sandy Lane Hotel. Good morning to each and every one of you all again. Welcome to beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Barbados. And as you can see, 𝗀𝗃 is here. I brought her over that area just now, so it was not the most comfortable or easy thing for her. So remember, if you are challenged with walking or with balance or stability or anything like that, I would not recommend you do this unless it is ultimate low tide and also no swell running at all. You can come around points such as that one that we just came around. You are seeing a little bit of sand there, but imagine if it was a little swell or a bigger swell, how that would be. Good morning to each and every one of you all from us, of course. Just to let you know, we're having major problems getting up our YouTube video of last night's Q&A community. Go back onto that in a second, but first of all, I obviously want you to see me, and obviously I want you to see her, because if she's not smiling, then I am in trouble. So you see a smile going on this morning, so I guess we're okay today for sure. Alright, we're going to go in this direction. As I said, we run the Q vlog. We got it down from Facebook, sounding really good, very crisp quality and stuff. However, every one of the softwares we've run through, we've had a distortion in audio. We did put up the one straight from Facebook this morning at a lower resolution. And that has also come up with a bird audio as well. So we had to work on that later on. So a little bit of a delay on the YouTube upload for our Q&A community. However, it is on Facebook at the moment. But for all you YouTube fans and followers and friends and family, we will be up a little bit later on today, hopefully, with that, along with this one as well. All this area here, manchineel trees. So if you're coming down here, please do not hold on the barks of these trees. Do not break any branches. Do not go under them if it's raining. You know, just be careful of the berries on the ground, etc. Manchineel, the most dangerous tree in the world, not according to Nick, but according to Google. So they were right on that one, from what I understand. Sand here is built up nicely in this immediate section. Last time we came through here, there was a lot more roots exposed. We had to actually climb over these manchineel trees and stuff. As you see, they are a little bit sort of like buried in the sand now, making it a little bit easier. And as I said, it is low tide. You can see clearly that high tide is going right up to this wall and into the property with the amount of sand in there, especially over the last 2 days that they've had the stronger swell that's been coming through north swell. Yes, we just have a few of the other trees down here as well. They may not be as dangerous as a manchineel, but they are not good for you because they do not taste good. In the distance, you will see a lot of fogging that's going on. That is a standard thing down here in the Sandy Lane area with the villas and stuff. They tend to fog for mosquitoes and things. I don't know how often they do it, but we have seen that numerous times since we've been here. What we've also seen is this temporary growing measure. I had to say temporary because this is obviously being done by the actual villa owners, and it's not being put up with the armored rot that we're accustomed to. This is filled. Tubes are filled with water, and then it's being laid here. It does trap sand on the northern side. However, normally the southern side is not much sand, but as we've had all of that north swell and stuff, you can see it has actually washed over this area here and gone on to that section and built that section quite proudly and nicely as well. Beautiful villas down here though. Top deck, lower deck. So if you want to come and enjoy the scenery and the sun and the views and stuff, heavy security here as well. Extremely heavy security on this section of the island. We'll give you a little more bird's eye view of some properties as we get a little further on, where we do not have to go too close to the property and put our hands up too high. We will just step up on the seating area and the area that is reinforced around the property. But beautiful morning. Absolutely heavenly. Now we have not put up our ad for tomorrow's 𝗏𝗟 Saturdays yet. However, I can tell you we'll be going to north. Way up in north of the island. We're actually been going on 𝗃𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗏. There's a place that's being selected by Nicole, who will be doing our vlog tomorrow. We leave those selections on Saturdays up to Nicole and the family, and then on the ladies who usually walk with us, and then on the Sundays we leave that up to our co-star who selects bars and locations. So we will be just letting see if she's okay. We will actually be letting you know a little bit more about that possibly today or early tomorrow morning for the Sunday. For tomorrow we will be putting up that a little later on, so you will see it today. If you have a car, please come and join us. We will be down the north side of the island at 𝗃𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗏, or 𝗃𝗍𝗀𝗏, referred to on the map as well. And hopefully you will come and join us, who likes the northern side of the island, who wants to walk in some cliff areas and listen to a 𝗵𝗿𝗏𝗃 𝗟𝗍𝗄𝗏 by our Nicole. I don't know who watched yesterday's Q&A community, but you would have seen there was a lady that said that don't mind that lady that lies about you all the time, Nicole. So I never even knew Nicole was bad talking me. I always thought that Nicole used to talk really nicely and sweetly about me, but evidently some people have picked up that Nicole is telling a bunch of lies about me. That's not unusual, because that's mostly days spent telling lies anyhow. Nicole, I hope you're all prepared for tomorrow, because I have my own history book with me, and I will be making sure and letting our co-star read it with me at the same time, so we will know if you're telling the truth or if you're telling a bundle of lies. You would have seen the interaction yesterday as well. Between our co-star and everyone at Q. She is loved and adored by all. That is pretty obvious, and one of the most the easiest approachable person you can imagine. Everyone approaches her and talks to her and usually catches her up in conversation. And I had to look back and tell her, listen, follow me, let me go. I see Nicole letting go about 6 different laughing heads here. So she obviously has been bad talking me behind my back, and because she has my phone, I have not heard her. And therefore she is laughing because she has got one over on me. I also see our boss lady driver on here talking a lot of nonsense this morning about saying about how I am the liar. Everybody knows that is not true. We did a survey yesterday at Q. Wait, these are some newly exposed, so be careful down here. You can see they put a little gabling down here. Wire looks very new. I have not seen this before in this section, so just be wary when you're walking in these areas. This is why we recommend you wear beach shoes and stuff, because you can find this type of wiring being used to build these gables, and unfortunately sometimes the wire gets eroded and will end up with points sticking up. So please, when you're walking the beach of Barbados, I know it's beautiful sand, you want to put your toes in the sand, you want to feel what it's like over your feet, but just remember that you can run into these kind of problems. So if you're walking in an area that you're not sure of, please wear the right attire, or wear the right attire anyhow, and just walk around and enjoy yourselves even a little bit more. Good morning. This morning we got up in good time. However, I dilly-dallied around trying to play around with that YouTube video and got a little bit late, so sorry for the no meditation this morning. We'll make up for that on another time for you. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to step up on the higher property. We've showed you this property before, but some work's still going on in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift you up, and we're going to do some projection of the voice. As you can see, this hedge is getting a little bit higher, Mr. Conductor. Pretty soon, my brother, you will have to come and rent one of these places here. I would not recommend that you ask the billionaire to assist you, because he's so cheap. He will not help you with any money, so maybe you'll have to rent one of these to see them pretty soon. But until that day comes, we're going to walk up on this higher platform that we're on. We're going to be showing you what these villas look like, because these are absolutely beautiful. Remember, we try to show you the beauty of Barbados. We also try to show you the accommodations that are here that you can rent if you so desire. And if you have the kind of money to rent down here, well, you can do so. You can see our entire top deck has up its blinds and stuff, but that's all a viewable area that sits down and watches the ocean. Absolutely stunning. We've seen that open already. You can see from the grounds how they're maintained and stuff as to the quality and the condition of the place you're going to be renting. It's going to be high-end, high-end quality, of course. Oh, I see somebody here, including my co-star, taking some attacks at me. I will see if I can mistime this walk around this area here so she can get soaked, because as you know, we'll keep her wet, so don't tell her anything. She's not hearing right now. Oh yeah, she said, what am I saying? That means she's not hearing. Here we go. Let's make this walk. We're going to show you a little bit more of the properties we get further on, but for now we just show you the actual walking area. As you would know, years ago you could have comfortably walked all along here on sand. That is not possible now. Right now, I guess at low tides with no swell at all, you'll be able to walk in front of these actual armored rocks, but that would be very difficult with any kind of swell on it and at high tide for sure. Remember, Sandy Lane is one of the, I would have to say, more beautiful beaches on the west coast of the island. I won't say it's the most beautiful on the west, or the best beach on the west for sure. Notice I said the best beach on the west. I didn't say island-wide or in Barbados or in the world. I said on the west side. However, it's very difficult and becoming more increasingly difficult to get down here to see what it looks like. So this is why we're bringing you this morning, so that you can actually enjoy the view of this beautiful, stunning beach. Looks like a pink beach, as you all may see. Again, remember, quite a few of the beaches in Barbados look pink depending on the time of year and the sunlight angle and stuff on it. However, this one here is referred to as being pink on many occasions, just like Accra is as well. Quite a few of the south coast beaches. You can see she's coming slowly today. I only gave her 1 cup of coffee, so she is only moving at half throttle. But she is smiling. That's the important thing, as you can see. Oh, you gave Jeremy a strike. I'm so happy to hear that, billionaire. I don't know what you did, my brother, but if you got a strike from her, you must have deserved it for sure. So you would know better than that next time. So we have, let her probably say it with her big smile. Who did you just strike just now?
The billionaire.
And why did you strike the billionaire?
Because he's letting the dogs loose.
He's letting the dogs loose? I mean, in the property in here?
I'm afraid of dogs. So
oh, you're okay. So you, billionaire boy, you didn't know, boy, but you just got the wrong side of the game today for sure. Come over on my side, man, and sit with me, man, and enjoy the licks that you get this morning. All right, so Sandy Lane break. We've done some vlogs of this here as well before. You can see there is still a good swell coming through, very northerly on this here this morning. But this is a perfect break. A lot of people enjoy out here. This is actually a controversial break per se, because there are some folks that want to drop a groin in this area here to protect the beach and some outer catchments, as you are seeing those on the outside section, or protection reefs that they're building. They want to drop one here that will completely change this break. This break is something that is adored by many people, and probably one of the best known breaks on the island, except for 𝘂𝗏, of course. But Sandy Lane, anyone who's ever surfed Sandy Lane returns to Barbados to surf the said break. So you can understand there is some controversy going on. There has been for a little while now. I haven't seen any development of the groin or the outer bar being laid. So I'm not too sure what's going on there, but hopefully, you know, I don't know much about, about the preservation of the beaches and stuff, and the groins being dropped and stuff. I know they are having an impact, but hopefully this break will not be ruined, because I actually grew up surfing on this break like a lot of people in Barbados. A lot of international people have actually come here and surfed this break as well. Beautiful. I would like to bring you down here one day when it's massive. We have seen it with a good sized swell, but not massive. And hopefully we'll get to see that. There is a swell that's supposed to come in around 3 a.m. tomorrow morning is when I saw the swells seem to be coming in again. Not too sure how big it will get, but it definitely is going to have another north swell. So please do not throw caution to the wind and think that all these swells are dropping now and running the sea, and take chances, especially if you're not a strong swimmer. Please adhere to the notices and stuff that are going out by the Barbados Met Office, and also adhere to the flags on the beach, which are usually red at this time. That's on the beaches, of course, that are controlled or taken care of by different entities. You will see the 𝗏𝗵𝗿. He's one of the people that are fighting for this break as well. I'll just give you a little something here. You can always snap it, have a look at it if you want to read a little bit more of it. This is some of his information here. So you can always look up that and see. You will notice these signs on this beach here: private property, no trespassing beyond this point. This is the Sandy Lane Villas, or I would say Property Owners Club. This is not actually Sandy Lane Hotel, but it is a section here that caters to people who own villas or lease villas in this general area. You will notice the difference in the colors on the chairs and the umbrellas, and even the rafts, which are not here at the moment. The rafts are way out in the ocean, but one of those bear a blue matting and the other one bears a pink matting, which represents the different properties here. People are supposed to abide by the color, which if they're property owners stay on the blue side, and then the ones who are in the hotel itself will use the pink umbrellas and chairs, and also raft as well. Again, when I was a younger guy, because I'm a young guy still, so I can't say young guy, I was as a younger guy, we We used to be able to drive right in the back here, walk through and surf. That has changed completely because the security at the front of Sandy Lane has definitely increased over the years, and you can't get access to down here at all unless you're going to Sandy Lane to have a cup of tea or something that a lot of people tend to want to do. The reflections and glows this morning, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to give you our first circle of love. I will obviously be making this a circle of love myself, so we are going to be spinning together. Here we go. Absolutely beautiful, lovely views for sure. Those of you that were on yesterday that were able to watch the naming of that vessel down at Haywards on YouTube yesterday, courtesy of CBC and the international media, I hope you enjoyed that, because that was definitely a moving event. We were unable really to capture or carry it for too long because of the distance out, and also because we were restricted access to where they were actually having all of the official ceremony and stuff. So we just carried a little bit of it, like you get to whet your appetite per se, or wet the whistle, and then you all were able to go onto YouTube and follow that. So hopefully you had a chance to see that. The vessel is back in port because they'll be doing their air-sea operations today and tomorrow. They'll be doing a turn in Barbados as they do P&O turn here every week. One week it's this ship, the other week it's the Britannia. You're talking about 12 flights and up, charter flights and up over the Friday and Saturday period. I would imagine this is probably more like 15 or 16. So you can appreciate how busy our roads will be. If you're in Barbados right now, Bridgetown this afternoon will be hectic, not only because it's Friday, but because it's an air-sea operation day. So there can be a lot of vehicles on the road, a lot of, I would have to say, obstructions and stuff. So just be wary. I would try and avoid the peak times. If you're doing an island tour today, make sure you do not start this morning at 7 o'clock and try and go down to the west coast, because you're going to encounter a lot of traffic in the Bridgetown area. Likewise this afternoon, anytime from about 3 o'clock on. Now I say 3 o'clock because many times we have come up from the west coast and thought we were going to beat traffic at 3 o'clock or 2:30 and then run into Warrens and have hours, not hours, but it feels like hours, but long waits in lines trying to get through the traffic. So I would definitely say avoid that. If you can, I would start on the south side, work westward, then work northward and come in from the St. Philip area if you're coming back down onto South Coast or wherever. Likewise, starting west coast, I would go north first, just so you can sort of get the traffic behind you. Beautiful. Remember, I always advocate going in a clockwise direction around Barbados. To me, that is a more scenic way of doing it. A lot of people do it anti-clockwise as well, but I would definitely say clockwise has advantages, the view advantages, especially for the driver. People can always look behind them, but going clockwise, you can see all your scenery in front of you unfold. If you have done it one way, try it the other, because you will be surprised at how much different things you will see if you reverse your direction, for sure. Alright, so we're now leaving where, you see the hotel up behind here, or section of the hotel up behind here. That is again the property owners club. And now we're entering into what is the Sandy Lane. You will see the colours of all the chairs and cushions and umbrellas and everything change completely as you go into this section now. I don't know how policed it is, as if you're staying at Sandy Lane, you can't go and lie down the blue or vice versa. But I know for sure that they are a little bit strict about that for sure. If you're not actually staying at Sandy Lane, it could be a problem. So please don't come on the beach and they're going to go and lie down on one of their chairs, whether it is the blue or the pink, because you will most definitely be asked to leave for sure. I would imagine it would be done mildly, but please, you don't want to find yourself in that situation. You don't want to spoil your day, so stay well clear of those signs if you can. Remember, Barbados has laws that state that the property that is right on the beach itself sort of like has control of the beach up to the high water mark. High water mark being the standard place high water will come into. So you really can't come and say rent chairs in front of this hotel on the high water mark or any of the hotels in Barbados. You can come and lay on them because the beaches are public, but you can't come and rent or carry on any business on the section in front, because the property owner has the right to tell you you cannot do that, and call the police for you if necessary. You would have noticed in the Brighton and quite a few of the areas that have built, like around Browns Beach and stuff, you would have noticed that a lot of people who had properties, especially Brighton area, because that was actually highlighted in the media, have extended out their boundaries or their fences because the high water mark has actually gone further and further out due to the building of those beaches. Remember, all beaches in Barbados are public, but they do have restrictions, as I just mentioned on front of some of them. Not really restrictions, but there are clauses and stuff you have to be aware of. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beach. This is not one of the strongest beaches on this coast. You can see the kind of erosion I've had. We're going to go a little further down. I'm seeing erosion on there that I did not even think possible. However, we have encountered a lot of big north swells recently, so we'll be going in that direction now for sure. Our co-star is doing some graffiti on the beach and stuff. I don't know if you all have been noticing how she is working the crowds every time that we're out here. No matter where we are, she's making sure that any possible way of spreading the EMC word, she takes charge of that for sure. Great assistance. Last time at Q, people were pulling her one side all the time and talking to her as we go anywhere actually that happens. So Nicole, I'm not sure if you will get lost tomorrow, but anyone that thinks they may get lost, as we're looking to get a sunrise at Cove Bay. Sunrise is now anytime around 6 o'clock, 6:10 or so. So we will be doing it early. If you are a little bit concerned as to how to get from, say, St. Lucy's Parish Church down to where we're going, Cove Bay, if you're not sure of those roads and stuff, we will be meeting at St. Lucy's Parish Church at 5:15. So I can see our host for tomorrow, her eyes popping open when she heard that time. I can see Switch Mary all like now breathing a gasp, and I also see our sulking dictator now trying to tell me that time is too early and she's going to dictate the time. No, that is the time that we are going to try and make it. We're going to be there at the church 5:15. So if you have a car, you want to come and meet us at the church and go with us from there 5:15. We will be out of there by, I would say, by 5:30. Because it is about a 10 or 15 minute drive. Actually, if Mary is driving in front, it'll probably be more like a half an hour drive because she does not know to go over 20 kilometers. If so, you can come and go with us. Just meet us at St. Lucy's Parish Church and go from there, please. We've been trying to get it in close proximity to bus routes and stuff for a while now. However, Nicole and the others want to go. Yeah, you see 5:15, big question marks here. I know for sure my co-star is behind me here now trying to get her watch to look and see how much sleep she's going to get if she goes to sleep right now, but still not enough for sure. Is that 5:15 your question mark? Or is that somebody?
No.
Who is that? Who is that we should be striking that's contradicting what we're saying?
I'm too busy with Simone.
Too busy with Simone? Oh, you won't doubt it. Simone is a nuisance, man. She's a handful. You got to spend a lot of time talking to her. So I know the day that Simone comes down here and she meets up with the co-star. The sulking dictator, I think they have met her before. They will never forget if they have. I usually try to forget whenever I meet her or wherever I am that I meet her because it usually gives me nightmares. I wake up screaming and our co-star has to say, Nick, everything is okay, it's just a dream. And I say, yeah, but Simone was in that dream, so you understand how I'm feeling right now. Depressed and sad. 20 seconds view, folks. Enjoy this, enjoy the silence. As long as I'm not annoyed by the co-star, you will get 20 seconds of silence. Here we go. I exceeded 20 seconds a little bit because I'm not sure if our timekeeper is on, but she is so fussy. If I only do 19 seconds, she's the first person who will again contact me and say, Nicholas, that was only 19 seconds. I know what she'll do. She'll do it publicly. She does not know how to discreetly do things. And as for anonymity, no one in here respects that but me. No, you remember years ago, this is not the Sandyland you would have seen many years ago. This is completely redone from scratch. A really beautiful location. You will also notice that all of the front balconies here have the shelter in the evening time from the sun with these beautiful grove of mahogany trees. Majority of trees right here are mahogany. Some are manchineel, but a lot of them are mahogany. You'll see the signs up on the manchineel ones, obviously warning people of the dangers of them, etc. But beautiful, beautiful. Let me step up a little further. You can have a little better look at the hotel. I don't see any signs right here. I would imagine they run parallel to where it says do not go beyond this point, but I don't see any signs, so we go up a little closer. You can have a little view as well. We have not been this close up before, billionaire. Please call your security and let them know that I'm coming a little bit closer this morning to let them see what is going on here. Sandy Lane, absolutely beautiful. The main area you'll have tea is up there in that section. There's a big open area as you come in through the reception area. Just a beautiful, beautiful resort. Absolutely stunning. Security up there, doing some exercises, getting himself ready to run me down the beach. So I'm going to step back down the beach in a few seconds, but I want you to see this here. So take this in for me, please. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sandy bay. As you can see, the beach been suffering a lot with the recent sea erosion and beach erosion and the large north swell which is now coming in. You can see that we've been having some issues down here. But likewise the entire west coast, because we were down Whole Town a few days ago, and when we were going for art studio across the Discovery Bay where it was Discovery Bay, the sea was coming right up almost to the art studio landing, so you can appreciate how strong these swells have been and the kind of damage they've done and created on this coastline. But beautiful, beautiful coastline for sure. Yes, you see people talking about all kind of fakery things. I don't believe in that at all. You know, I was talking to a lady last night at Q and she said that she's celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday to her. She's 71. I said 61. She said 71. I said 61. That went on for like 3 or 4 rebuttals. And then her amplification of the 71 made me realize that she does not want to hear anyone trying to tell a different age of her. She's proud to be 71, just like I'm proud to be 51. I do not believe in lying about age. I think that, you know, you should be happy for how you are. I have 51 years of experience. I like to call it that. So as you'll see also, when this this bush here is trimmed, it makes itself into a beautiful hedge, offering a lot of security. You will also know there are no prickles on this here, but people tend to stay away from them because they may be tempted to eat those terrible tasting berries that are on them. Whoever likes sea grapes, well, oh boy, I can't really tell you anything. I guess I can only lead you to the water, but I cannot make you drink, so I can only tell you do not eat them unless you want to have a terrible experience. Beautiful. Now a few days ago, this shore bait would have been hammering out by this first buoy you're seeing in the center screen. That's where it would have been breaking, or even further out than that. This is a most deadly break around on this shore break. So if you're coming on the west coast and there is a big north swell, please be careful. Don't just run into the water. Observe it for a few minutes first. You know, see if there are any other people in the water or whatever, because you can get some huge surges down here that can be very, very dangerous, especially when they start to wash back from the shore and pull you out to sea. If you're not a strong swimmer, you could have yourself in some serious situations. We had mentioned how difficult this morning, and also in our previous vlogs of down here, how difficult it is to come along to Sandy Lane Beach to get to see it now. You will notice the places below here that used to have a beach up the last time we were here, which was a few months ago, prior to the North Swells. There was a beach. We could walk right up to that point, and there was only one section to go around by Club Barbados that we literally had to go through water, and then one section after that before you get to the boardwalk that comes from Whole Town. However, right now, no sand whatsoever on the northern side of the beach. That'll indicate to you that the north swell is pushing it all to the south. It will settle and come back in this direction as currents and tides change. However, we still have another month or so, at least a half a month or so of north swells coming in. Don't know how long it will go for this year. They started early. I don't know if it will run late, but we'll wait and see. The whole cycle has changed, so it's hard to predict exactly when swells are going to be happening. Now you know the general time. But once upon a time you could have said, well, we will get north swells at the end of November and they will finish by March, early March. No, we started this year a lot earlier than that. We even had some in the summer in the hurricane season. That was because the hurricanes that were passing the north of the island were pushing swells back in. However, the actual west swells started early this year, or earlier than we expected, and most people expect them to start later. So we really can't go much further. As you can appreciate, this is low tide, and although the swell is quite small, nothing really here of any major interest for surfers. There's still a swell that's running, but you can see that gentleman there, he's coming around having a little bit of a difficulty in that section with splashing and stuff. You will see why we will not be going on there with a camera this morning, or camera equipment. We definitely don't want them to get wet. Big security all down here. All of the accommodations are full now. This is the time of year you will find everything on the West Coast taken, or a majority of the rental structures, whether it be Airbnb or condos or whatever, are full at this time of the year. This is definitely a preferred time for the West Coast to be full. You can also see all of the amenities and all of the pleasures that these folks will have. This is obviously a huge villa for the amount of sunbeds that you're seeing out here. This is their outside bar area, or their dining area, or relaxation area. And then you will have all their pools and everything else up on the inside section. Morning! Beautiful grounds, absolutely beautiful villas, stunning villas. Just beautiful. So none of these boulders that you're seeing here, you would have seen earlier in the year. You can go back in your vlogs just to understand the kind of erosion that takes place at this time of the year. Remember, erosion is taking place, yes, but right now it is the most impressive time, I would have to say, for sand to be moving, because all the sand is gone from here. We were walking over sandy beaches in this section the last time that we walked this area. So unlike normal, where we can walk further up, just on the inside, those armor rocks on the outside, we'll not be able to do that this morning. So we're going to give you a view from here. I'm going to step up on a little higher elevation here for you and let you have a look and see what it looks like. We give you a view of the beautiful Sandy Lane Bay. Enjoy this for 20 seconds. We can't go any further, unfortunately. I see all the people I haven't started my 20 yet, don't worry. I see all the people that want an excuse to go out today and go any bars are talking about Happy St. Patrick's Day. I asked our friends yesterday and told me that they bring down their costumes in green, or the day before, bring down their costumes in green just so they can go and drink up all of St. Lawrence Gap. So good morning to my friends this morning who are going to St. Lawrence Gap dressed in their green costumes. Are going to have a wonderful day. The only difference between today and every other day for you is that today you're going to be dressing in green, because you usually destroy St. Lawrence Gap as well anyhow. As you all would know, our I would have to say, our known bar hopper, Simone, she will be out today in her full green, I'm sure. Actually, she doesn't need green to go to a bar and have a good time, but I'm sure she'll wear her green today because she wants to fit in and trick people and make them think that this is the only day that she'll be partying excessively. But, you know, we know Simone already. So we're going to give you the 20 seconds, hello, of this view here for you. Enjoy. Alright, so the next couple of days, you all know the program already. We're going to be having our docile Saturday walk tomorrow. We will be at 𝗀𝗶𝗃. We will be walking in a northerly direction from there. We will be meeting at St. Lucy's Parish Church at 5:15 a.m. And we'll be leaving there at 5:30 to get to our location. So if you're in Barbados and you have a car, you have like a 15-minute grace period. That's a huge grace period. If you'd like to meet us at St. Lucy's Parish Church. If not, we'll meet you on the location if you're going to drive there yourself, if you're aware of where it is. If you don't want to drive in like walking pace, because I would think Mary may be leading the way, you know, I would recommend that you do not get behind Mary's car. If you see her coming on Highway 1 or Highway 2, please pass her. She will have a sulking dictator on there that will tell you a lot of nonsense when they arrive at your location, but don't worry about it. It's a lot more pleasurable drive having wind in your face rather than going slower than the wind. So leave her behind. Then on Sunday we're going to have our office day, our mobile office day. We're not sure of the venue yet. We are looking at some different options, but we bring that to you as well. And she will be deciding that, of course. So if it is not a good venue, blame her. If it's a good venue, it's obviously because I've had some input in it. So, to each and every one of you all, thank you for joining us in beautiful, beautiful Barbados today. I hope you have enjoyed waking up with the sun in Barbados. I actually can only assume there's sun because I'm on the west coast. I called a friend in St. Philip this morning and said, Nick, the sun is coming up now. So he said, okay, well, we know it's daybreak. We can start our vlog. As you know, this coastline is usually referred to by everyone as a WIB. And they mean west is boring. They do not mean west is best. Some people will try and trick you. However, it has not been boring for a few weeks now because there's been a good swell. there's actually been sand going into your bathing suit, and there has been a surge on the shore break. Quite entertaining to watch people trying to get out of the sea, especially when they're using the backwash instead of when the swell is coming in to give them a surge up on the sand. We were watching it and enjoying the entertainment. And to all of you all, please be safe. Take care of yourselves. Remember that there are no promises of a tomorrow. So for every second today, enjoy every second of life. There's no guarantee that we're going to have life on this earth tomorrow. We know we're all going on to a better place, but let us enjoy where we are right now, because we've been blessed with life. We've been given the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful surroundings. No matter where you are in this world, you can find your peace and your comfort and your joy and your beauty. I don't mind where you are. I have never been anywhere that I could not see beauty. Sometimes it's a little difficult to find peace, but I can make my own peace if necessary. Have a great day. Remember, please share your love and kindness with those around you. There's some that are not as fortunate as you, that don't see anything. That it's not there, but they don't see it. They just need someone to guide them towards the light, and that person could be you. You could be a person that saves someone's life today with a smile, or you can be a person that gets someone to walk away from a cliff, knowing that there is the possibility of a better life. Have a great day. Greetings from Barbados again. Hope you've enjoyed this morning. Love you. See you all tomorrow. Catch you later.